It's been a while, hasn't it? For me. Not necessarily for you. For me, it's been a couple months. It's like 2 months or so. Jeez, is it all... Apparently, it's actually only been a little over a month for me. That's fine. Last time we found Renju, I believe.
You were the first on the scene, so you know this better than anyone, but Renju was murdered.
What? You're saying he didn't hang himself on that fishhook?
No way this was a suicide.
Oh,
The
I
fact
was
that his
really
left eye was removed
I was
tells me that
convinced.
this was the same killer as Shoko.
The serial
That
killer.
really is a brutal way to die.
The new Cyclops killer.
What?
That's the nickname that's been spreading around headquarters.
New?
Yes, several years ago.
Cuter.
No, let me know. I want to
There was
know.
no point in hiding it from him. He would find out on his own eventually.
Now I'm really curious now that she tried to shut him up.
It's all over the news. These murders have gone viral.
Fix the
so to
camera.
speak.
I don't know why it looked at her only.
The killings
Now we can
from
see Pewter.
6 years ago have continued. The Cyclops killer is back.
6 years ago. Is that what you were talking about, boss?
Oh, right, because of my amnesia.
Fine. I suppose you deserve to know.
Yay, finally passed. You're just gonna stare at me? About the incident 6 years ago. Come on, out with it. Please tell
We
me.
have a
And stop
name
moving
for
the
it
camera. I
down
have
at
it set up
HQ.
so I can see both of you.
The original Cyclops serial killings. To distinguish it from this new one. It was 6 years ago in October. 4 bodies were found in the mountains of Akikawa Valley.
They're all about the same age, it looks like, so this
But
guy
the
has a type.
decomposition of the corpses were all at different stages. They were each killed sometime during May to September of that year.
Jesus.
But they did have 2 things in common. They were all young women. And
Uh-huh.
Each corpse was missing their right eyeball, pulled out posthumously.
That's creepy. So that's why they're called
a few
Cyclopses.
days after the corpses were discovered, the killer sent a statement to the press. I killed them, and they are now my dear companions. Something like that.
He signed the statement under the name Cyclops, hence
Interesting.
the name the Cyclops Killer.
The Cyclops is a
I've been confused about that
mythological race of
terminology.
giants.
Cyclops killer. I'm like, does that refer to the fact that he makes people Cyclops? But now that we know he called himself
According to Greek
Cyclops,
myth,
so
They are the children of Uranus,
It's weird.
god of the sky, and Gaia, goddess of earth. Cyclops
Uranus.
were known for their outstanding strength and smithing ability.
So the
Yeah, I
letter to
know,
the
I've read
press
Percy
wasn't a
Jackson.
fake? It was the real killer?
Yes, it had to be.
A picture of one of the victims right after she was killed was sent along with the letter.
Was he captured though? Probably not. Nope. Shook her head no.
No, in 6 years we never got a single trace.
I like the idea. So were they captured? Like, I'll turn on my camera for this bit. I didn't want to because my hair's gross, but so it's just you ask. So was the serial killer captured? No. It's just the idea of shaking your head
Maybe
before
Cyclops is
answering.
responsible for these murders as well.
No, that's impossible.
It's it.
Why?
It's impossible. But you don't. But he
For
wasn't
one, the
captured,
original Cyclops killer only killed women.
and he was taking
Renju
the
doesn't
right
fit
eyes.
that profile. Second,
that's
all
true.
of the victims had their right eyes removed.
Yeah, and these are all left eyes.
Shoko and Renju,
We're missing their left eye.
Mm-hmm. Like us, we're missing our left eye. So that's
The timing of the eye removal
Strange.
is also inconsistent. The original Cyclops killer
So it is a
removed the
copycat
eyes
killer.
after the victims were killed. But Shoko and Renju were both still alive.
But even so, you can't say for sure this isn't our guy. Maybe they're just doing things a little differently now. Or do you have another
no.
reason?
Serial killers don't usually change that much.
I'm sorry, Date, I can't say anymore.
Bullshit, you can't.
It's a national secret.
How can it be a national secret?
Date, please, forget about it. I told you already, you don't need to know anything about that case to investigate this one. The
But what
criminal
about
for
my
this case and the
past?
case 6 years ago are not the same.
No, but it's a copycat
Bring up
killer.
all investigation records of the original site.
I already had a look through the database while you were talking. Unfortunately, I found no relevant information. I also did not discover anything of note on the internet. Only amateur theories, all lacking credibility and evidence.
Damn it.
Okay, but why wouldn't they tell us all about a copycat killer case if it wasn't tied directly to Date? So what I'm assuming is, just for now, that they're hiding something about it, because 6 years ago, when my memory starts, and this whole serial killer case was going on, well, first of all, they need to tell me about the original case. We're dealing with a copycat here. Even if it's not the same dude, we still have to know exactly everything we can. Unless that's all that they know, but they don't. That's not all they know. What happened to Mizuki?
She's sleeping at the hospital. They're going to give her counseling after she wakes up.
I see.
Her mother and her father. I hope she'll be okay. Of course not.
Poor girl's had a really hard time.
I've still got a mountain of work piled up. Answering to the higher-ups, the press. I'm just taking a little breather.
Boss is sitting on her desk. She looks tired, like me. Any thoughts on the culprit? No, the
Renju had
hook.
his
Who isn't a
left
culprit,
eyeball removed.
Pewter.
Right. Shoko too.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer. You're
Really?
missing your left eye, so you steal them from others. I'm kidding. Only a joke.
Yeah, Peter, not
I'm
even
too
I was
tired for your
laughing. I
jokes
had like a
right
really
now,
serious face. And I was even holding back from saying Fred, like I usually do.
Actually, you lost your eye 6 years ago, correct?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's why I was
don't
asking
remember
about the
anything
case.
from back then. I lost my eye and my memories.
I was transplanted into your empty eye socket a year later. We have been together for more than 5 years.
Aw, 5-year eyeball relationship. You seem troubled, Pewter.
2 murders, one right after the other. How could I not be?
Oh, right, yeah, I forgot Pewter only likes inconsecutive murders. If it's consecutive, then he's very
Am
angry.
I not allowed to be here?
No,
You
I didn't
are.
mean it like that.
I was here first. I was just talking to the boss about Renju's murder.
Any other information?
That's all we have for now.
All right.
Special Agent Date, we need you to continue your work.
I never looked around this room, did I? She has so much decoration over here, and then you just look over there and there's nothing. Interesting. Oh, actually, wait, what is the... Oh. I was looking at the map first, and then out of the corner of my eye, I saw the masks, so I got very confused.
Right. I think I'll head back to where Renju was found.
Date, you're exhausted.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to click.
Why don't you get some sleep before you continue your investigation?
I'm fine.
Sleep
still,
is for the...
Understood.
Go to the Sunfish pocket, I guess.
Date, the vehicle is accelerating 2% slower than usual. Did you put anything in the trunk?
No?
What about the back seat?
Back seat.
Well, yeah, it was the first thing I saw.
Mizuki!
Hey, watch out! Eyes forward, stupid!
Mizuki climbed up to the front and sat in the passenger seat. I liked just the seeing her in the rearview mirror, because I saw her first thing. I'm like, is that Mizuki? I was just waiting for Aiba to stop talking. There's no one in the back seat. That's because she climbed up front, Date. What are you doing here?
I ditched the hospital. They're probably freaking out over there right now.
I'm taking you back.
No, don't!
You and your father have a lot
Nothing
in
will
common.
change if I stay at the hospital all day. You're going to investigate, right?
That was the other timeline, right? Yeah, that was.
Take me with you. I can help.
How is a little runt like you gonna be any help?
I'm Renju's daughter. Maybe I'll notice something you don't. Something only his daughter would know.
I don't know.
My daddy was killed.
I think I realized what's off about the
I
animation.
can't just stay at the hospital.
So when they're talking, they only move their mouths. They also have these idle blinking animations and like a transition eyeball effect every now and then. But it's just odd seeing only the mouth moving.
Fine. But don't say I never did anything for you.
And some movements move the jaw.
You're going to take me
But
along?
speaking is a full face thing. Eyebrows are half of
Just promise
communication.
not to interfere with the investigation.
Got it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go on that little tangent. I'm just like, oh, their mouths move, but nothing else. Do you want to catch the suspect?
No, it's more like I don't like sitting still and moping all day. I've grown out of my brooding, pretentious teenager phase.
Odd thing for a
That's why I
preteen to
fidget.
say.
You don't need to sit still, but you can fidget.
Are you not aware of Mizuki's mental prowess? She is far more developed than her classmates. She is even reading psychology papers by Alfred Adler.
Sounds pretentious.
Ooh,
to me.
psychology. I like psychology. It's fun.
Hey, about Renju, do you have anything to tell me? Anything at all that might help?
Well, it's not about daddy, but
Well, it's not about daddy, but the dot on an I and a J, it's called a tittle.
I heard from daddy that
Mizuki,
Mom had
that
his
doesn't
number.
help.
Shoko had a secret?
Shoko had a secret? I thought everyone
Did
was
you know
honest
that Mom
but
was
me.
the representative of an investment company?
I'm peeking my microphone again and I really don't like it. That's why. Hope that didn't change the audio quality too much.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, thank you, Date, for answering
That
me.
whole company was a big scam.
Scam?
Well, I don't know the details.
Wait, what company? Z. Oh, the investment company. I thought they were talking about the maid cafe.
They start up a company to get
Initially.
people to invest in it, then shut it down on purpose and keep the money. She got really rich like that.
Shoko
Isn't that
did
a
this?
That's fraud, isn't
Yeah.
it?
By herself?
Yep.
No, dummy. Of course it was with other people. I saw gangsters there sometimes. If she ever got into trouble, she had them take care of it.
I am scanning all known crime databases, but I cannot find any reports referencing this. They must have been extraordinarily careful.
Not even the eyeball bear knows about it. Anyway, I'm
Not
glad you're okay.
So, you want to go back to the hospital? I'd be more than happy to drop you off.
That's not what I meant. Why are you always so pushy, Date?
I'm not
I don't know, it's
pushy,
my
I'm just
personality.
worried.
You've got a weird way of showing it. Doesn't look like you're worried. You're just weird.
You've always got something smart to say, huh?
Yeah,
Just like
always.
Renju.
Date,
What about daddy?
Nothing.
You have no tact, dude. This is why you're single and always will be.
Ouch.
that's where
I'll
you're
have
wrong,
you know
kiddo.
I'm married.
I look like a single father when you're around. Chicks love it.
Yeah, chicks love to see creepy old men hanging out with a 6th grader.
Hey, what are you implying?
Ooh, did I make you mad? Now I'm stuck in a car with an angry old creepy pervert.
I am not an old creepy pervert. And even if you were my age,
But he
you're
is
not
angry.
my type.
Ew, I don't want to know about your type.
Hey, you started it.
Stupid old man.
Punk ass kid.
I love their relationship. It's so funny to me. I just like characters arguing like that. It's funny. And it's just like... Ah. I tried clicking through that screen. I swear. I just clicked off screen. Darn 2 screen setup. Mizuki and I walked back into Sunfish Pocket.
Detective Date. Good to see you, sir.
Hello, Mr.
And this
Eyeballless Policeman.
Have you looked through the case file yet?
Oh, I am so sorry. She's the victim's.
Yes. Please let us through.
Who's her? Did you look at the case file? Oh, you're the girl whose parents just died. I'm so sorry that they died like that. Horrible. God, do I look like an asshole, huh? God, I'm sorry. You can come in. A chair. I didn't click on the chair. What's your name?
What?
I was asking for your name.
My name is Kagami.
Oh my god, it's him again. I'm sorry, what was your name?
It's Kagami. Kagami?
I love this guy.
I told you it's Kagami. I told you my name like 5 times.
Yeah, I know, but what was your name again? Of course, of course, remembered his name. His name is engraved in my mind. His name is...
Hey, you. What's your name?
Seriously? It's Kagami. Stop bugging him, it's rude.
Excuse you? My best friend, Kagami and I are having a conversation.
Yeah, don't spoil our fun.
What?
I'm so glad I kept clicking that. I love this guy. I love that he just flipped and played along. Like, yeah, don't spoil our fun.
No, we didn't find anything today.
Are you getting enough rest?
No, not these past few days.
I thought so. Once this is over, get some rest, alright?
You too, Detective Latte.
I like that she came to back him up as well. Another inspector. I hope he finds some clues. Notice anything strange, Mizuki?
You were telling me earlier that you could spot things only a daughter would know.
I know what I said. I'll tell you if I notice anything.
Okay. You can leave if you need to.
I thought I already told you. Sitting
Okay.
around rotting away in the...
Still,
I know what you're trying to say. For a little girl to find her dad like that and then want to go back to the scene, you think it's totally weird, right?
In fairness, it is also weird for an adult policeman to acquiesce such a request from a child.
But this is what I wanted. I didn't want to run away from it. I wanted to confront it. I didn't want...
To be weak. Do you remember what you saw last night?
How could I forget? I'll never be able to get that image out of my head.
Yeah, my father on a hook, you
Not
moron.
until the day I die.
Jesus, Mizuki, you don't need to be so mean. Oof, I'm sorry. Did you notice anything
Did
strange
you
now?
hear me? I said...
Okay. I don't want to annoy her too much. Ooh,
is that
right.
a spear?
It more closely resembles a harpoon of sorts. I believe
Aiba.
this is a trident.
Thank
Any
you.
chance this
That's
was
what I was
used in the
expecting. I'm like, Aiba, come on.
No, there are no traces of blood on the trident, and no indication that Renju was stabbed.
He was stabbed by a hook. Why does everyone forget this stuff? The trident doesn't look like it has anything to do with the case. Kitchen. A doorway to the kitchen. Hey, yo! What's the status?
Nothing special.
Thanks! The club is located on the second floor of the building. We used the elevator to get here. Oh, that's
Can
interesting.
you check the operation records of this elevator?
Searching. Found it. The elevator records are sent automatically to building management, according to the record from yesterday, from 6:30 p.m. until the body was found. This elevator stopped on the second floor only once, at 8:55 p.m. The weight of the car's cargo was approximately 310 pounds.
Interesting. So the elevator only stopped on the second floor once last night, 8:55 p.m., and with about 310 pounds inside. How much does...
The corpse was strung up near this counter.
How much does
The
that
autopsy
one guy
report
weigh?
indicates that the contents of the
weigh.
victim's intestines were excreted upon death, but no traces of that have been found in the area nor on the corpse itself.
Yeah,
This
so he's killed
evidence
somewhere
makes
else.
it highly likely that Renju was
Yeah, that's what I was
killed
just thinking.
somewhere
I was
else.
just thinking, it's probably 310. It's probably the weight of Renju and someone else combined.
It must have been considerably difficult to carry more than 150 pounds.
What do you mean?
Renju weighed approximately 158 pounds.
158, 310. So that meant that the killer weighs about 152?
I
Yeah,
can estimate a person's weight by analyzing their bone structure.
bone structure, muscle, and fat. I wonder, do my books tell me anything? Persons. Let's just look at myself. No, they don't tell me our weights. Ugh. But that means someone about his weight. Someone his size. So it's not obviously one of those two. I don't think it's Oda because Oda doesn't care. It's not probably her. He doesn't get his hands dirty. Unless it was a fit of rage. I can see that, but even then he has 2 bodyguards that can do it. I'd say it's between Pewter, MoMA. He's dead. Pewter, MoMA, 89, or the bodyguards. Maybe Yakuza B. So those are our 4 suspects. Because Renju was a skinny man. And the killer has to be even slightly skinnier. Evidence marker. An evidence marker is a little marker that's put up. Well, yeah, I was trying to see what the evidence was. Beer kegs? Renju's corpse was hung up by 3 wires. The wires were tied to 3
Each keg
kegs.
has a capacity of 20 liters. All 3 kegs were filled, in approximately 55 pounds each.
The table. Okay, no, that's not what I was wanting.
Ivo,
Counter.
can you recall the time we discovered the corpse?
Of course.
Resume. Oh God!
The autopsy report discovered the presence of benzodiazepine. It is a common sedative. The dosage found in the victim's bloodstream was extremely high. It can be assumed that Renju's cognitive functions were heavily impaired before his death.
And after it, probably. So sedatives were detected in Renju's body. He was barely conscious before he was killed. Neck. Oh, he looks like he was choked out at one point.
Strangulation?
Correct. The face shows clear signs of congestion, along with petechia around the face and throat. Both are clear evidence of asphyxiation.
Any indication of the murder weapon?
Most likely a twisted piece of cloth. The
Okay, so
culprit
that's how he
approached
was
Renju
killed.
from
This is
behind
just
and
for
wrapped
looks.
the cloth around his neck, choking him in an attempt to suffocate him. The specific cause of death is cerebral circulation failure due to vessel closure in the neck. Put more
Yeah.
simply, the suspect strangled Renju to death from behind.
Do we have an estimated TOD?
Yesterday, around 8 p.m.
So Renji was murdered about 2 hours before Mizuki and
Also-
I found the body.
Just to clarify, there's a very high chance that we just haven't met the character who killed them yet. Renju's approximate time of death was yesterday, Saturday, around 8 p.m. So they had an hour to get him here. He was strangled by a cloth or something similar from behind. Oop.
The time of discovery was 10:20 p.m.
Oh, ooh, we were late.
You of course already know this, but you and Mizuki were the first to discover Renju's corpse.
Well, yeah, there was
The
nothing.
body
There,
was hanged from the ceiling.
no one
similar
came
to
to
how
this
a fish
floor
would be.
for like an hour and a half until we got here.
A thick hook was embedded in the upper jaw, and the wires connecting to the hook were strung up on one of the ceiling beams. There was also a hook on the other end of each wire. The 3 beer kegs were attached to these hooks. We have found no fingerprints.
So they were wearing gloves. Renju's corpse was found hanging from the ceiling beam over the counter. Well, there's nothing else in here. Oh, the left eye, yeah. Left eye has
This
been
case
pulled
bears
out.
similarity to Shoko's. The left eyeball was removed while the victim was still alive.
The right eye? The right eye is still there. That's it. That's everything in this area. So let's click out of it, I guess. Zoom. Oh, we just zoomed in a bit. Oh, more left eye, I guess. Renju and Shoko both had their left eye taken before they were killed. There we go. Now we can exit. That was blinking. Counter. Look. Renju weighed about 160 pounds, and he was definitely murdered somewhere else, then carried here. Beer keg. Each hold 20 liters and weigh 55 pounds when filled with water. So they're probably filled here. You can see the kitchen back there. Nothing looks suspicious. How about now?
Jeez, you're
I'm just
Fishy
asking.
men are seen as desperate. This is why no one likes you.
Jesus.
Besides, never mind. Just do your investigation or whatever.
What was she gonna say?
Now is not the time to worry about such things.
I worry about it anyway. Mizuki's looking at the spot where we
Hey.
found Renju.
Are you doing okay?
Oh, sorry. Just staring.
If you're having a
I
hard
can tell.
time, you can tell me.
I'm fine. It's not like the body is lying here.
Are you really okay?
Yeah, I am. Don't you have an investigation to do? Or are
I've
you
done
stalling?
everything. What else am I gonna do? Ah, yes, the beer kegs. They're definitely beery.
What are you staring, creeper?
I agree.
Mizuki acts tough, but deep inside... Deep inside what?
The capacity of this oil drum is 200 liters. It weighs approximately 44 pounds when empty.
Let me check inside.
44 pounds.
What?
Huh?
There's something inside.
So wait, was he brought up here in
This
an
is the
oil
oil
drum,
drum.
meaning that the murderer weighed about 100
This is
pounds?
the kind of oil drum that has a lid, right?
Correct.
Let's open it.
That might change things drastically on who we expect. Yuku's B might still be there. He's really small.
This is...
Renju's watch. Right? Am I right?
This is the wristwatch Renju always wore.
Yep.
No doubt about it. But how did this get here?
Because he was they brought him up here in the oil drum. It's kind of obvious. That complicates it. That means the murderer was about 96 pounds. No. 58 plus 44, 194. 106 pounds. Is that what I said? Maybe. Box. I looked inside the one box. There's nothing in there. The menu.
Dragon's Palace 1800?
Isn't that pretty average?
This is average?
Nothing special about it. Okay, so now what? So we found his watch. I guess just look at the oil drum. It has a 200-liter capacity and weighs 44 pounds empty. It's the kind of oil drum that has a lid. I guess the killer wouldn't need to carry them. They just need to push them. Empty wooden boxes. Literally nothing else for me to look at now.
Ivan,
Camera? Yeah, the
did you get
camera.
anything
Okay.
from the surveillance camera?
Unfortunately, no. All of the recordings from local surveillance equipment have been erased.
What about backups?
There are none. Nothing was uploaded
No
to the cloud
backups? Everyone move forward, huh?
I think we've checked everything we need to.
either. I agree. We should compile our evidence.
It's kinda
and
funny.
inferences.
The one thing keeping us from Renju's murder now is the fact that Renju didn't want to invest in a couple hard drives.
Mizuki, you ready to leave?
What? But we aren't done investigating.
What do you mean?
There are still people I want to talk to.
Okay. Well, who do you want to talk to? You want to talk to Oda?
Yeah. Oda is in here. I'll call him.
Ota's phone is broke. He dropped it in a puddle.
Sounds like Ota. He's so clumsy.
We'd have to talk to him in person.
Right? With spinning like that?
He's probably at Lemniscate or
I'm kidding.
Matsushita Diner.
I like that he actually was moving around in that just instead of just standing there like
Yeah.
everyone else.
Daddy owned Lemniscate and Iris works for them. She used to work here too.
So she might know something.
I'll call her.
Mizuki tried calling Iris, but there was no answer.
Have any idea where she might be?
I don't know. Iris is into a lot of things.
Somewhere in the country. Any places you can think of that I don't know about?
Well, there is one place. Have you heard of Golden Yokocho in the entertainment district? Daddy used to
Yes,
go to a place
actually,
called Marble
I
a
have.
lot. Maybe they know something about him.
But where did I hear that from?
Lemniscate,
It was
Matsushita
probably an
Diner, and
anime or a Persona.
Let's head
Yeah.
out.
I
Okay.
don't know anymore. Yay, finally the map button. Let's go to Golden Yokocho. Alright, that's where I know it from. We've been there. In the other timeline. In Minecraft. Yeah. I liked that little low poly car that drove through the side there. Golden Yokocho on a Sunday.
Is this it?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, we've been here
You
several
know about this place?
yeah. This is where I met Renju for the first time.
Interesting. Didn't think this was your kind of spot.
This place is special. You can find all sorts of shady characters here. It's the best place for gathering information about it. So that's why.
That is only a partial truth.
Shut up.
Huh?
Let's head inside.
Since she responded saying, huh? To him telling his eyeball to shut up, can other people hear their tiny conversations and just don't
Where is
reference
everyone?
it? I don't know.
It's been like this for a while. Not many people come here anymore. Mama should be here soon, though.
Okay.
Why did she leave her bar open and without her being here? That seems really dangerous.
In other news, at 6:10 p.m. yesterday, on the outer circle of the capital city highway in Minato District, Tokyo, a traffic collision occurred involving 5 cars and at least 1 truck.
Jesus.
MPD has arrested the driver of the truck suspected to be the cause of the accident for negligence. The investigation is ongoing.
That's a lot of cars in that pile up.
Hey, Mizuki, you mind cleaning some of your stuff out of the fridge at home?
Not gonna happen.
Okay. Where's that radio? There it is. There's music playing on top of the radio. Oop, nope. Notepad. Bar counter. No, look at the notepad, please. Why doesn't you want to look at the notepad? Ah. Jesus. It's a little odd. The specials are written on the chalkboard. Slippers and tomato soup. That's odd. Guess let's just talk. Are you tired?
No. And what do you mean by that?
Nothing. Just let me know when you're tired. You can go home anytime you want.
Trust
You're
me,
not
I
really worried
haven't
about me,
slept
you just
in
think I'm annoying, right?
4 somethings.
Don't beat around the bush. Just say it.
Can't remember the number
But
terminology.
you know what? It wouldn't matter anyway because I'm not going home.
Because of how tired I am. About Renju.
Hey, Date. What did you and Daddy used to talk about when you were here?
I don't remember a lot of it. I was usually drinking pretty hard.
Don't worry, I have everything recorded. In
Sorry.
fact, the conversation about you taking care of Mizuki took place here, at Marble.
Really?
The topic was brought up several times afterward, but the first time was here. 4 years ago, after drinking enough liquid courage, Renju asked you to take care of Mizuki. At the time, Renju was recently divorced, buried in work at Lemniscate, and mentally unstable.
Jeez.
It was a display of excellent judgment.
Guy went through a
It was a
hard
good thing
life,
that
huh?
He managed to swallow his pride.
You think so? Sometimes, I don't think it was the right move.
You should have more confidence. I guarantee you that it was the best decision.
Let's hope so.
It's been a long time since we did this.
Did what?
Sat at a table together like this. We haven't eaten dinner together in a while. After I finish working on this case, we should do it again.
Why? Because of what happened to my mom and daddy? I don't need that.
That's not what this is about.
This is where you need to take a stronger role as her guardian. Data suggests that children who eat alone are prone to mental imbalances and poor physical condition. The meals you prepare do have sufficient nutritional content. However, you need to make sure that Mizuki is eating all of it. Otherwise, your effort is wasted.
Date the father. Mizuki, we should have at least one meal together.
I told you I don't want to.
Why not?
Because... I don't like how you hold chopsticks. It makes me sick.
Really now. People have always told me that I have good technique. Some even say it's beautiful.
It's disgusting. Too clean. Besides, there's
Interesting.
no point in eating together.
Why is that?
Why?
Because you don't talk when you're eating. I don't like sitting in silence.
Well, we don't have to be quiet.
It's fine, I don't like hearing you talk either.
I believe she has entered her teenage rebellion phase a year early.
This is gonna be rough.
Having fun at school. I'm not at
That's
school.
okay.
Date.
Is it?
Yup,
Do you have a lot of friends?
yeah. But I don't really like my elementary school friends. They're too immature. I have more fun with Iris and Ota.
I don't know if they're too immature. You're just very mature for your age.
You think so? The kids at
Yeah.
school are so stupid. They gossip about who had their first kiss for days. I don't see why that's anyone's business.
These grade schoolers move fast.
Nah, not really. It's pretty normal nowadays.
You haven't kissed anyone yet, have you?
No, I'm not interested in that.
Oh, thank God.
I love Date when he acts like a father. It's really great.
Date, honey. Long time no see.
Hey, Mama, how've you been?
Oh, tired and sore, but not in a fun way.
Watch the innuendo in front of the kid.
Oh, who is this?
My kid.
Renju's daughter.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh, it must have been hard. I saw on the news.
It's okay. Really.
Oh, it must have been so hard.
Mama.
Stupid Ren. What was he thinking, leaving his little girl like this? Oh.
Hey, Mama. I wanted to ask you some questions about Renju.
Oh. I guess crying isn't gonna solve the thing, is it? Go ahead.
I mean,
Ask
if it
away.
makes you feel better, then
I'll help any way I
go
can.
right ahead. People deal with stuff in the ways that they can, and if you deal by crying, that is perfectly healthy. Now about Renju.
Have you heard any
Tell me!
rumors about Renju? Anything about grudges, disputes?
Date just gets way too aggressive, just like, you're gonna spill the beans and you're gonna spill them now!